Welcome back, and now we are joined over the phone by Dr. Amira Esseb, Strategic Management Expert. Good afternoon, Dr. Amira.
Good afternoon, DFT, and all your audience, and greetings for the occasion of the 6th of October.
Yes, so as we are celebrating this special event, we want to shed more light on the role of Egyptian women at that period. Can you talk to us more about this?
Definitely. Actually, the role of Egyptian women in the October War of 1973 was really significant and outstanding, and we can say it was a lesson to women all over the world, extending across various spheres, including direct involvement in military operations, medical assistance, civil defense, and even support for the military and the nation. When we talk about the Egyptian women and their role, we have to say that Egyptian women actually played a crucial role, especially as nurses and doctors. Many volunteered to work in hospitals and field medical units near the front lines, treating injured soldiers and providing critical medical care. Women's efforts actually helped ensure that wounded soldiers were treated quickly and effectively, thus playing a big role in saving many lives. We also have to mention that these women worked under challenging conditions, often facing the shortages of medical supplies and dealing with severe injuries. We can also say that Egyptian women were instrumental in civil defense efforts. They helped in organizing shelters as well as aiding civilians during air raids. Women's organizations like the Egyptian Red Crescent, as an example, were active in organizing blood donation campaigns, collecting medical supplies, and supporting families of soldiers. They contributed to maintaining morale and mobilizing the population in support of the war effort. Egyptian women also showed support in military operations as well. We can say while most women did not serve in direct combat roles, some women were involved in intelligence and communication efforts that supported military operations. Their work in logistics, communications, information gathering, these things helped the Egyptian forces maintain coordination and stay informed of enemy movements. And women as well had an immense economic contribution on the home front. Women played a very important role in sustaining the economy during the war. Egyptian women took on additional responsibilities in factories, farms, and businesses, while men were at the front. Their contributions helped ensure that the country continued to function during a time of war, providing resources necessary for the military. We can also mention that women had a big hand in propaganda and psychological support. Egyptian women also contributed to the war effort through psychological support and propaganda. They were involved in the media, participating in radio broadcasts, writing articles, performing in public events to boost morale among the Egyptian people. Women emphasized the importance of national unity, resilience, helping to maintain public support for the war. So in summary, we can say that, yes, Egyptian women played crucial roles in medical, civil, and economic support, and these contributions, though often behind the scenes, were essential in maintaining the Egyptian war effort and ultimately achieving victory.
So, Dr. Amira, how does this war and victory convey a message of pride to every mother who sacrificed her son for this country?
Actually, women who sacrifice their kids in such a war, they know that they sacrifice something very precious for something very precious.
Yes.
All women, by the way, during the war, Egyptian women played a very crucial role in raising awareness among moms, among parents, and to show them that their contribution with their kids inside the war, this is a big support to the whole country and the whole nation. Awareness of the importance of the war at that time made women contribute to the war with their whatever they have, their kids, their resources, their whatever, and this helped a lot in making moms encouraging their kids, that they are giving them the psychological support, they are giving them all the support that they need, and at the same time they feel peace, inner peace, that this is God's will and we are doing something for our nation, and at the same time we are working for God's sake in preventing our country. So this made them have a peaceful inner feeling during the war and even after it when they lost their kids.
So to what extent Egyptian women succeeded in raising the awareness during the time of war?
One of the main ways how women contributed to awareness during the war was that women in the media, as I said, including journalists, radio broadcasters, and television hosts, played an active role in spreading news and updates about the war. They reported on the bravery of Egyptian soldiers, the progress of military operations, the national struggle, and this helped to rally public morale. Prominent female journalists and broadcasters worked tirelessly to counter misinformation and keep the public informed about the war's development. Women also at that time initiated public campaigns and delivered speeches. Many women were involved in organizing and leading public campaigns. Women leaders and public figures and activists delivered speeches, participated in rallies that called for unity and support for the Egyptian armed forces. And these campaigns actually and strongly emphasized the importance of collective effort, sacrifice, and patriotism. And this fostered a sense of shared responsibility among the population. We can also add that women had a very big cultural and artistic contribution in arts, in poetry, singers, writers. We cannot forget all the patriotic songs sung by female artists that were widely broadcasted, and literature also written by women highlighted the resilience and strength of the Egyptian people.
Yes,
all these artistic contributions had a crucial role in inspiring the public and reinforcing their belief in victory.
Yes, this takes us to the soft powers at that time, and to what extent they were able to change behavior and culture of Egyptians. As you mentioned, that there were many female singers at that time that who sang patriotic songs. So can we talk more about the soft power at that time?
The power, I'm sorry, the power of what?
The soft power. I mean the power of songs, media, films.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's mention Kulthum, let's mention Warda. At this time, these were two prominent female singers in Egypt. They used to sing for these soldiers. It was very popular, and it was, we saw movies and we saw documentaries that when these people got demotivated and they found that these female and artists singing for them, encouraging them, it really enhanced their morale. These songs, these kind of initiatives actually added to the public about the importance of what the soldiers are doing in the field. It taught civilians even practical emotions. It gave them practical emotions, how they should show aid and how to be responsive if they are needed in such a war. It was like a motivational initiative sung by these ladies. It was very strong, and it really added to their morale during the war.
So how do you see the status of Egyptian women nowadays, 51 years after October War, and the role in the society and in raising up their children in a way that put these patriotic behaviors in their, as a part of them? Yes.
Women's role nowadays you're talking? I didn't get it.
Yes.
Okay, so we can say, we can take the morale that the women played on. I always say that women are the energizer for any project, for any civilization. Women always play a key role in raising the morale of anyone, business, let's say war. Women are always have this contribution, and their contribution are always felt with their motivation and support and care. Egyptian women, actually, when we go back to the morale of the war, they used to send thousands of letters and thousands of messages to soldiers on the front line to encourage them, to pray for them, to express their gratitude. And this was very helpful. Nowadays, when we also say still women are volunteering in hospitals, women are volunteering in lots of NGO projects, in lots of initiatives, and women with their compassionate care combined with their emotional support, their profound knowledge, their self-confidence that they are gaining nowadays, we can say that they are offering a lot of spiritual strength, mental strength for any place they are in. Now, when we say that when women showed their strength during the war, and now with all the support they are getting these days, and we can see this support in all the posts they are handling, women started to appear more in the media, in having new posts, in running big organizations. So women now started to make people feel that, yes, we are strong enough, we are capable of enriching any place we are in. So with the support and the knowledge, with the support of the country and the knowledge and the self-confidence that women are working on, I can believe that we are adding a lot of value and a lot of productivity to our nation.
And what message does this war give to the coming generations?
The message is that we are all one country. We are all, since there is a need for the Egyptians, everyone runs for it. Men run for it, men run for the war, women help. We are all one unity. We are all very strong. We don't have strong people and weak, or we don't have a strong party and weak party. We are all very strong. Either we can be physically strong, we can be mentally strong. Nobody can, we are not a fragile nation. Since every one of us in this country believe in themselves, and we have this big support from our country, and we have this sense of victory. Yes, we can make anything, yes. And our history shows how strong we are. So the lesson we're all learning now, nothing ever can break us. We are very strong. We will always be at the front of most of the nations, and Egypt will remain Egypt. And nobody will say that it is getting weaker or anything. No, we are getting stronger and stronger, and in front of all the world, we are proving this.
Yes, one final question, Dr. Amira. How does the international community see the Egyptian woman?
The international community, how they see the Egyptian woman now?
Yes. How does it
they see the Egyptian woman now as one of the strongest women. They can see examples on the media. Actually, they started to see that the Arab world is not as weak as they believed, yes. And there is no there is equality between men and women. They started to respect us all as a nation, since they found out that we as a nation, we are respecting women and giving her all the opportunities equal to men. So this was a show of respect to our nation, and people started to have a more respectful look for all the Egyptians now.
Yes, finally, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Amira Sabi, strategic management expert. Thank you for being with us. Dear viewers, short break, and we'll be back, so stay tuned.